When the earthquake simulation began on Monday, attention was drawn to the fact that there were no open spaces for shelter in the event of a disaster. On Tuesday, the actual exercise took place at the Kenu village of the Tema Fishing Harbour. The objective of the simulation exercise is to test the level of preparedness of the various emergency response agencies as well as the level of cooperation and collaboration between the same agencies. It is also to elicit the resources available to these agencies if disaster strikes in the country. Tuesday's exercise focused on the National Ambulance Service. They demonstrated their skill in providing first aid and evacuation of casualties to health centers with the support of the police and the fire service personnel. When an earthquake strikes, the police are first to secure the place, followed by the fire service to decontaminate casualties from the spillage hazardous materials, and then the emergency ambulance service comes in to evacuate the casualties or the victims for medical care. The Chief Executive of the National Ambulance Service, Professor Ahmed Nuhu Zakaria, spoke to GBC News.
It's been excellent because if you see, one, it has tested the level of cooperation and collaboration between the various agencies. It has also tested the responsiveness of all the agencies. The police were there on time. They were able to secure the area. They were able to contain all the aggressive bystanders, and therefore the scene was safe. The fire service responded also timeously, and they were on point, and then they were also able to decontaminate the victims. And the ambulance service, as you observe, were there waiting to receive the casualties and attend to them. So all in all, the exercise was very successful.
Priority of transporting the victims to the health centers are labeled with colored tags: red, which is for the seriously injured, then yellow, moderately injured, and green, which means mild injury, whilst black, which means the victim is dead. The incident commander of today's simulation exercise, Mr. Al-Hassan Mohammed Mashoud, spoke about the challenges of the emergency response team. The exercise had all the emergency response agencies at the scene on time as expected. The next exercise will take place on Thursday at the Trade Fair Center at La in Accra.